Black Supremacy's Nati Asisia, and I want you to join the website kingandnobleuncensored.com, of course. I also want to make this video to kind of encourage more people to take their children out the matrix because, as you can see, um, black people with inferiority complexes are um, whatever type of insecurities they have, they are not going to let you or your children necessarily succeed in any type of organization. Um, if an organization gets too big, they are going to try to defame the leader. And it's not just black people. Of course, the, whenever we see this, it's a COINTELPRO type action that's taking place, whether it's intentional or by accident. Whether or not black people initiate it or white people just jump on it and take off with it. Um, a lot of the times, it's probably just either people. I don't want to go into too far with that, but take your child out the matrix. As you can see, the community centers are run by police. They're run by cops. So and they're artificial institutions. It's just another institution. The law, whatever, tells you that you have a right for your child to be uninstitutionalized. That means that A, you can homeschool, B, you don't have to homeschool, C, um keeping them out of violence and gangs and trouble shouldn't mean that you have to put them in another institution such as a community center or a library or some type of camp, summer camp, um, gymnastics, soccer, football, one of these registered organized organizations, just modern day Olympics, gladiator, things that you're putting your child in. I mean, look at the brother, which of course I'm going to go off on a tangent here, but look at, I realize too people have a one track mind. So making these videos, obviously I'm going to have to kind of stay on point more or a little on topic for some of my mentally impaired brethren and sisterins. Um, and again, you know, if you look at the brother who is in the football team, right? And I have a whole host of notes. I probably should do another video, which is what I'm gonna do, right? But he's athletic. He's in the football team, and his teammates, all white, are attacking him. Have attacked him, right? What do you think your child goes through when you put them in these institutions, these sports, to try to maybe get them out of the hood or out of the city, um, violence and atmosphere. You put them some white people whose children are racist, and it bleeds over into the very thing that you're trying to get them away from. You're trying to get them away from the violence caused by black people. Now it's being caused upon them by white people, right? This is what institutions bring in many cases, right? We are meant to be free. We are not meant to be institutionalized. You got to take your child out of the system. You got to start taking them out of the system, right? Um, Start taking them more into nature. Take them, um, uh, start your own camps. Look at this sister, went to camp, right? And came back with rope marks around her neck. They tried to hang her, right? I have solutions for that. Start your own camps. Stop camping. Live where indigenously, right? Um, it's instead of wearing these dashiki fabrics to prom and to school, so teachers can ridicule you or ridicule your student and call their outfits tacky. Um, you know, Tell them that they can't wear a beard as a valedictorian. Um, to get their certificate to graduate high school or whatever. We have to start living that life. We can't keep trying to mix black supremacy in a white supremacist world, right? Because what you all are exhibiting, what your child is exhibiting, is black supremacy. A lot of children right now all these prom teenagers, they took pride in their African heritage. Schools didn't like it, and they don't like it. You know, all these children having going to school with natural hair, that's all black supremacy. These schools are not going to tolerate it. They're not going to accept it, right? They will hang your child, and they will kick hangers in their rectums, right? The culture that we are trying to intermingle in is a very violent culture. It's a very ruthless culture. It's a sodomistic culture. And you know, we talk about rape, and we talk about all the things that black men do to black women. We talk about all the victimization and all the ratchetness and everything. Um, but at the end of the day, we want to tear our own black people down, right? For things that they have done, even as a child, even as a minor. We want to tear our own black people down for things they've done 40, 50 years ago. White supremacy has been doing this stuff to us for 400, 500 years. And why is it there's no outcry to tear white supremacy down? Why doesn't anybody want to tear down Dietrich High School, right? For 11 staff members, administrators, leaders, right? Why doesn't anybody want to tear down Dietrich High School, Idaho, Texas, where a lot of these incidents, these youth are committing these incidences, where they come from? The rope around the girl's neck in Idaho. Why doesn't anybody want to tear down the camp? Abolish the leaders of the camp, right? Why doesn't anybody want to abolish the mayor, abolish the school that the child goes to? Why doesn't anybody want to abolish the system, white supremacy, right? But you look at Bambara for something that he allegedly did as a 17-year-old with another 15-year-old, and you want to call that rape? You want to call that killing the child's spirit? You want to say that he has did this to thousands and thousands of black boys, right? What about the millions and millions and millions and millions and millions and hundreds of millions of blacks and African Americans, right, that have been raped, sodomized, murdered, molested, mentally, physically, spiritually abused? Why is nobody concerned? Why is there no outcry? Why is there no shining star? Why is there no hot shot 97 for that shit? Explain that to me. I mean, I don't want to make this video a rant, but my overall point is that the institutions that are allotted for our children and for your children, they are the only ones that are acceptable are white owned institutions. Why is that? When it's a black owned organization, nation, institution, it gets torn down. So, what you're going to have to do at the end of the day, all y'all talking about, we don't need a leader, right? We need to be our own leaders. Well, be your own leader. You start this, because I want to know, after you all tear down all these black organizations, what are you going to have left, right? What are you going to have left? What are the children going to have left, right? Some people would love to have grown up in the Nubian nation. Some people would love to have grown up in the Zulu nation. Some people would have loved to have grown up in anything other than this. But there's people out there, right, that don't want us to live a free life, right? They don't want us to live freely in unity, right? It's one thing to go out into the middle of nowhere by yourself, but it's a whole nother thing to put your differences aside and to work out your issues as a community and as a nation, right? With other brethren and sisters that we say we are, right? We have to stop listening to these people who have identity crises, who have skin tone crises, who have meltdowns once a month as a man, as grown men, who have meltdown, who care more about their hamsters than they care about the black race and the black nation. Your boy Star, behind a lot of these bringing out these people about allegations, right? We have to stop listening to people whose bottom line is money. Sonetta, right? I don't even want to call these people's names. But at the end of the day, I'm concerned about our people, right? And when you have people like that, these radio hosts, YouTube personalities who want to tear down founded and formed organizations that have been established across the world, state to state, city to city, country to country, what do they have to offer us? What is your boy Star going to do for the black youth? You know, he went from tearing down Bambata to should the whole Zulu nation be torn down? What does he have for the black youth? All you people talking about, oh, you support pedophilia and you support, what do you have for the black youth? Form you, where's your organization, right? Form your organizations. Where are they at? Because when you tear down all these other organizations that are going that exist, what do the youth have left other than a community center run by the police who's trying to lock them up anyway? They can't even go to school. The schools should be enough at the end. Really and truly, schools should be enough, right? Because that's a place where these teachers are under some type of oath to take care and to watch over your children, but they come in home with hangers in their ass and rope burns around their neck, and they can't dress the way they want to dress. They can't grow their natural hair out the top of their head or the sides of their face. What y'all got left? Anyways, join the website, KingNobleUncensored.com.